Most people think about entropy as disorder, but it's actually about having options. The concept of entropy is often connected to disorder. People think of their messy room as the most entropic state that exists. Really, it's more accurate to think of entropy as having options. If you throw all your clothes in the air, there are lots of different ways that they can fall on the floor and look messy. There's only one way that they can fold themselves in the air and find their way into the drawers. Theoretically, it could happen, but it's not worth keep on trying until it does. Same way with dice, right? If we pick up the dice and roll them, there are lots of ways they can land. There are lots of ways where we can take 2 dice and roll a 7, but only one way where we can take 2 dice and roll a 2. In a cell and in biology, entropy rules everything. There are lots of different places for these molecules to go, lots of places for the chemical reactions to happen, just lots of possibilities in general. It's a very chaotic, very entropic state. But then how can something like kinesin, which is a protein that lives inside our cells, you can often find kinesin walking back and forth, literally walking, taking steps back and forth across the cell, carrying nutrients or carrying other proteins or other things from one place to another. If everything in the cell is ruled by entropy, how does kinesin decide to go a certain direction and just go there? It works the same way that you clean your room. When you clean your room, you can overcome that entropy by adding a lot of energy. And the same way, kinesin can overcome the entropy of just scattering everything everywhere by adding energy in the right way. And so that brings us to a constant battle going on inside the cell, a battle between energy and entropy. Entropy wanting things to spread out and energy wanting to get things done. The cell's actually really good at using entropy to its advantage. So after a cell will eat something, the nutrients will just spread themselves out through the cell. That's really good. But sometimes that spreading doesn't happen fast enough, or maybe something that should be concentrated in one part of the cell is trying to spread out. And that's where things like kinesin and other types of active transport add their energy to undo the work of entropy, just like when you theoretically clean your room.